Please video like and subscribe this channel. Life in the Ashaari Dominion had changed in ways I never imagined. I was no longer a prisoner, but neither was I fully free. Earth's memory clung to me like a second skin, and yet I had responsibilities in a world that had once seemed alien in every sense. Princess Lyrien and I trained together, patrolled the city, and learned the rhythms of an empire that had survived millennia. I adapted quickly, but the galaxy outside our palace was restless. Whispers of rebellion stirred in the sectors, rumors of uprisings among the conquered. And I was human, a species outsiders considered fragile, unpredictable, and insignificant. But humans had one advantage: we never truly surrendered. It began with a simple message. A holographic projection appeared in my chamber one night, flickering with static and secrecy. I recognized the emblem immediately, a coalition of human survivors, scattered after the invasion, who had evaded the Zarnath, Krynn, and other conquerors. "Captain Rowe," the voice said, "we've been monitoring your bond with Lyrien. It's advantageous. But it also makes you a target. We need your guidance." My stomach knotted. I hadn't thought Earth survivors could reach this far, much less contact me through Ashaari systems. "What's your situation?" I asked, keeping my voice low. "Our people are enslaved in mining colonies across the outer sectors," the voice said. "Resources, not citizens. The Krynn and Zarnath are exploiting us. We've built small resistance cells, but we need leadership, someone who can inspire them." I looked at Lyrien, who had quietly entered the chamber behind me. Her eyes glimmered with determination. "We've trained you to fight, not to command fleets," she said. "But you've proven, repeatedly, that humans can influence even the most rigid systems." I sighed. "And if I fail?" "You won't," she said. "Because I'll be at your side." The decision was made. We could no longer sit behind palace walls. The galaxy was bleeding, and humanity, my people, needed a voice. Weeks later, we were aboard the Astra Phoenix, an ancient Ashaari battleship retrofitted with human technology and piloted by a crew of mixed species. Humans, Ashaari loyalists, and even a few defectors from the Krynn combined under one banner. The ship's engines hummed as we slipped into uncharted sectors, dodging patrols and observation satellites. The first colony we liberated was a mining station orbiting a crimson planet. The Krynn guards were efficient, disciplined, and ruthless, but they hadn't accounted for strategy born from desperation. I coordinated the boarding operation with Lyrien at my side. Her tactical instincts, combined with my knowledge of human guerrilla warfare, created a synergy that stunned even the hardened crew. We infiltrated the station silently, disabled communications, and liberated the enslaved miners within hours. When we finally broadcasted our victory across hidden channels, the reaction was immediate. Colonies that had given up hope whispered our names in secrecy. Rowe, Lyrien, the human consort, and the Ashaari princess. It wasn't just a rebellion anymore. It was a spark. But sparks attract fire. The news reached Queen Valoria, who summoned us back. Her expression was stern, a mixture of pride and warning. "You defy tradition," she said. "You risk destabilizing the empire you are part of." "Mother," Lyrien replied, "we are not defying. We are protecting lives. If humanity dies under oppression while the empire stands idle, that failure is on you as well." Queen Valoria's eyes flickered with something unreadable. Then she spoke slowly, almost reverently. "Very well. You will proceed, but with limits. No direct assault on our core systems. Your rebellion must be contained, for now." I understood the subtlety. We had her blessing, but she would not fully support us. Failure would still be fatal. The next few cycles were a whirlwind. We traveled from one colony to another, liberating human populations, recruiting disillusioned soldiers, and gathering intelligence. The KONN and Zarnath noticed the trend. Reports called us the unlikely alliance, humans and aliens who should have been divided, standing together. Each battle tested us. Each victory strengthened our coalition. And through it all, Lyrien remained by my side, not just as a partner in duty, but as someone whose presence kept me grounded. In quiet moments, we spoke of home, of Earth, of her lost bondmate, of what freedom truly meant. The bond we shared deepened, moving from obligation to mutual trust, and eventually, to something closer to love. It wasn't easy. Every victory invited retaliation. The KONN sent an elite fleet to intercept us near the Vaden Nebula, a dangerous region where stars were unstable and gravity wells unpredictable. We had only a few hours to plan. Human tactics may give us an edge, Lyrien said, pacing the deck. Hit and retreat. Ambush the flanks. Force them into the nebula's gravity fields. I nodded. It's risky, but it's the only way to survive. The battle that followed was chaos made beautiful. Energy beams carved through star clusters. Ships collided in silent explosions. We lost some of our fleet, but the KONN flagship, the symbol of their authority, was disabled, drifting helplessly toward a collapsing star. Our broadcast from the battlefield ignited hope across the sectors. Humans who had lived under slavery for generations now believed in liberation. Aliens who had been oppressed under Zarnath rule whispered of change. We were no longer rebels. We were a symbol. Months passed. The rebellion spread faster than the KONN could suppress it. Yet, the real challenge lay ahead, confronting the Zarnath High Council, the empire that had set humanity on the path to near extinction. Queen Veloria had warned us, their core fleet was unmatched. To challenge them meant risking everything we had built. But we couldn't stop. Intelligence reports showed a hidden council station orbiting a black star, a place thought unreachable. It was where the council coordinated the conquest of multiple systems. If we struck there, the rebellion could tip the balance. If we failed, humanity and every ally would be annihilated. We prepared meticulously. Each ship was retrofitted with energy dampeners, cloaking shields, and weapons that could pierce the Council's defenses. Every soldier, human and alien alike, trained relentlessly. On the eve of the assault, I stood on the bridge of the Astra Phoenix, staring at the void ahead. Lyrien joined me silently, her hand brushing mine. Whatever happens, she said softly, we face it together. I squeezed her hand. Together. The attack was swift, calculated, and merciless. Our fleet emerged from the nebula, cloaked in darkness. We struck the Council station's outer defenses, neutralizing their orbital guns with precise human-alien coordination. Boarding teams infiltrated the command nodes. Explosions rocked the station as we advanced toward the Council chamber. And there they were, the Zarnath High Council. Tall, cold, and unyielding. Their leader, High Chancellor Velryn, regarded me with contempt. You dare bring rebellion to our core? He asked, voice like grinding metal. A human, leading alien defectors? Foolish beyond measure. Not foolish, I said, stepping forward. Determined. And history remembers determination. Lyrien joined me, her armor glowing as her bond energy intertwined with mine. Together, we faced the Council as one, human and Ashaari, bonded not by law, but by choice. The battle in the chamber was brutal. Energy streams clashed. Shields failed. Yet, through strategy, courage, and sheer tenacity, we overcame. High Chancellor Velryn fell, and the remaining Council members surrendered. The galaxy changed that day. In the aftermath, liberated colonies sent envoys to witness the new order. Humans began rebuilding not under alien rule, but as participants in a galaxy-wide coalition. Formerly oppressed species claimed seats in governance. And the Ashaari Dominion, led by Queen Valoria's abdication in favor of Princess Lyrien, pledged protection to all liberated worlds. I stood beside Lyrien as she ascended the throne. Her eyes met mine, filled with the same mixture of grief, hope, and determination I had seen months ago. "You were offered freedom once," she said softly. "You chose to fight instead. And you," I said, "chose to stand beside me." Our bond, once forced by circumstance, had become a symbol of unity across the stars. Humans, aliens, rebels, and freed citizens all looked to us not as rulers, but as living proof that defiance, courage, and loyalty could change the galaxy. Earth was still distant, scarred from invasion, but now it was part of something greater. Its people would survive, and through them, humanity would be remembered not as victims, but as warriors, as allies, as equals in a universe that had once tried to erase them. The day the galaxy learned humanity could resist, it also learned that loyalty, honor, and love could transcend worlds. And that was a lesson no empire could ignore.